On the news tonight, Inferno raises a section of Obalikpede Market in Abeokuta. Governor Abiodun, other Nigerians eulogize Professor Wole Soyinka at 90. Leadership of transport unions commend federal government on free conversion of CNG-powered vehicles. Good evening and welcome to the news at 7. My name is Onyi Konsola Ojelade. An inferno has raised a section of Obalikpede Market at Kuto in Abeokuta, Ogun State capital. Hakim Jimo monitored the situation and brought back this report.
The inferno, which started at about 9:45 in the evening, affected several shops at the market. As at the time of this report, the quantity of goods affected is yet to be ascertained. Eyewitnesses account, which attribute the cause of the inferno to spark from electricity cable in the market as a result of high voltage, however, commended the efforts of the firefighters in putting out the fire.
There is a generator somewhere and gas outside there. So I think the explosion was what made the fire spring up.
The security that's supposed to switch off the lights probably doesn't remember or something, but they brought the lights later in the day. So, and it was after that light that we had the outbreak.
The leadership of the market appealed to Ogun State government to come to the aid of the affected traders.
Just to beg the government to help us on them, both the states and the federal governments, because I don't think the states can do it alone.
Ogun State Governor Dapo Abiodun represented sympathizes with the victims.
It's not going to be business as usual. They must be ready for the change if they want to keep safe. But now that they are seeing it for themselves, I'm sure that when the government comes in and tells them that all these shanties must go, definitely they will agree with us that it has to go.
He assures that the state government is putting necessary measures in place to curtail future reoccurrence. In Abeokuta, Hakim Jimo, NTA News.
Ogun State Governor Dapo Abiodun has described Nobel laureate Professor Wole Soyinka as a literary icon and a voice for social justice and human rights, whose legacies will continue to linger on. In a statement by his Chief Press Secretary, Lekan Adeniran, describes the first African Nobel laureate winner in literature as an icon, a literary giant, and a global ambassador of Nigeria. The governor notes that Professor Wole Soyinka has made immense contributions to the development of literature, culture, and democracy in Nigeria and across the world through his gifted art of writing and activism. He commended the legendary playwright, poet, and essayist for his unwavering commitment to the fight for social justice, human rights, and good governance over the past 6 decades. The governor acknowledges that Professor Soyinka's legacy as a fearless, principled, and cerebral public intellectual will continue to inspire generations of both born and yet unborn Nigerians and Africans. He, however, wished the revered scholar many more years of good health, wisdom, and fulfillment ahead as he celebrates his landmark 90th birthday. Moving on, actors plying their trade in Nigeria and abroad have celebrated the gesture of the federal government in naming a national monument, the National Theatre, after the great icon of art, Professor Wole Soyinka, who they described as Kongi the Pathfinder. The group, in a write-up, described Professor Wole Soyinka, who celebrates his 90th birthday on the 13th of July, as a man who stands tall in the pantheon of deities of the theatre and worked tirelessly to bequeath the highest standard of the theatrical tradition, both in theory and practice, having exemplified and promoted African rich cultural heritage in writings. It recounted with great admiration and appreciation of the exploits of the literary giant in training of actors, playwrights, costumiers, producers, choreographers, and other professionals in art, as well as his contributions to literary society across the globe. Still on the celebration of the birthday of Professor Wole Soyinka, he is a living legend and an icon in the literary world whose legacies will continue to linger on centuries to come. He is a human rights activist par excellence who lives his entire lifestyle for the emancipation of humanity. He is no other than the 1986 Nobel laureate, Professor Akinwande Babatunde Oluwole Soyinka, who joins the class of the nonagenarians. Hakim Jimo tells us more on how the literary icon was celebrated in Abeokuta, the Ogun State capital. Details of this story will come in our subsequent bulletin. For Femi Arewa and Oluwakemi Idowu of Nigerian Television Authority NTA Akure, the solemnization of holy matrimony was an opportunity to demonstrate their intimacy for each other as the duo take their relationship to the next level by tying the nuptial knot in the presence of the congregation. Our correspondent brings you the sights and sounds from the two-in-one wedding ceremony. The report.
It was a celebration of love and commitment to building a relationship together despite all odds, setting the ball rolling for a new chapter in their journey of life. The officiating minister, Very Reverend Ayomiku Anlabi of Methodist Church, Sabo Remo Diocese, advised the couple to love one another and build their relationship in Jesus Christ, the solid rock that never failed.
You should not allow her to feel ashamed that he left her family to your own family.
Family members, friends and associates advised the two lovebirds to shun third-party interference to have a blissful marriage.
One as a gentle, is a reasonable boy to me. So I thank God that I pray for God. May God give me long life.
Myself and my wife, that we have become one. They have never seen us quarreling in any day. And this is what I want for them. I have told them that if there is anything issue between them, they should settle it amicably.
God will continue to take care of them, and I know that the Holy Spirit will direct them. They will never go astray in the mighty name of Jesus.
I will pray that God will bless Oluwafemi, Oluwakemi Arewa in Jesus' name.
I'm happy to be here, and I wish them blessings, prosperity, grace, and a fruitful home.
While casting back their minds to how it all started, the duo expressed their gratitude to God for dreams come true.
Dream come true is a day of joy for me. I used to say, this is not what I want, but when I got into it, it was more than what I wanted. I'm so excited that I am with my husband today.
I feel blessed. I feel I'm so happy. I really appreciate God for today because so many things happened, but God came through for us. I knew she was my wife the very first day I saw her because she's a selfless lady. She's selfless. She's caring. She's loving.
The high point of the event was the cutting of the wedding cake, even as the newest couple performed their first marital assignment and thereafter exhibited their skills in dancing. From
Channel 12 News will now go on a short break. To stay with us.
Sona Malting Industries has been specially produced and packaged for the benefits of the family. Made from locally sourced sorghum, Agrovita is filling, it is nourishing, just as it is a delight. Oh yes, Agrovita staple milk is rich in magnesium and other essential vitamins and minerals. It is smooth, easy to prepare, and you can enjoy it with any soup of your choice. Egusi, ogbono, edinkaikon, atama. Mouth-watering delicacy. You can also use Sona Agrovita to bake bread, cake, and other confectionaries. Enjoy Sona Agrovita with your family. Sona Agrovita, quality products from Sona Malting Limited. Sona Agrovita, the healthy family's choice.
Welcome back. Moving on, commercial transport operators in Ogun State have commended the federal government's initiative on conversion of petrol-powered vehicles to compressed natural gas engines in order to mitigate the challenge of high cost of petrol-powered transportation. Lekon Agbonde has the details.
There is no doubt that the Nigerian transportation sector is not having the best of time due to the high cost of petrol and diesel owing to the fuel subsidy removal. Private and commercial vehicle operators are grappling with the challenge of parting with fortunes to fuel their vehicles, with attendant effects on commuters who pay exorbitant fares. A visit to some parks in Abeokuta, Ogun State, revealed that commercial transport operators received the news of the federal government's readiness to assist commercial vehicles operators in the conversion of petrol and diesel-powered vehicles to the CNG-powered vehicles with joy and hope of better days ahead. Officials of transport unions in Abeokuta are happy with the development, which they say will have a positive impact on the sector.
From the way things are going, gas will be cheaper than petrol, then the availability of gas will encourage us for the conversion. The impact will be positive, because now we buy fuel at the rate of 700 plus. With the conversion, it will be cheaper, and definitely when we purchase a cheaper item, definitely we are going to reduce the cost of transport fare for commuters, which I believe they too will appreciate.
We will like make federal government do that for us, because if that gas can be done for especially we will be commercial vehicle, everything will be coming down. That is we buy the petrol, all the petrol will be reduced down, and we will so appreciate on that, so that everything will go smoothly.
As they look forward to the takeoff of the initiative, the unions express readiness to cooperate with stakeholders in the efforts to bring ease to the road transport system, with the hope of influencing the socio-economic development of the country positively. In Abeokuta, Lekon Agmode, NTA News.
Speaking on the impacts of the fuel situation in Abeokuta, residents of Abeokuta, Ogun State capital, are urging the federal government to address the prevailing fuel scarcity and price disparities of the commodity across the country. Our correspondent has this situation report.
Abeokuta, as some filling stations now closed their doors to buyers, while those dispensing the product inflated the prices above the government's recommended price of 580 naira. Motorists expressed frustration and disappointment, lamenting the effects on their productivity and daily activity.
I'm not feeling good. Because the station is too bad. Now some people, they are selling their liter 740, some people are selling 750. Now LMPC, they are only one that are selling 580 per liter. Now when you enter town, now you see where people are struggling for fuel. The station is too high. Please, Nigeria government, we need your help.
Fuel to go back to 15 naira, which is supposed to be so secret of everybody, where we are buying fuel.
It will be recalled that the Minister of State for Petroleum Resources attributed the recent development to disruptions caused by flooding and some logistic challenges posed by adverse weather conditions, promising Nigerians that the federal government is addressing the problem. In Abeokuta.
And this wraps it up for the news at 7. My name is Onyi Konsola Ojelade. Do stay tuned for Omolara Yusuf as she brings the Yoruba news package. Good night.
More nutritious meals, more veggies, but we want it tasty and easy too. Knorr Cubes, that's the secret. Made with real ingredients like chicken, parsley, and garlic. And enriched with iron, so your meals are better for you and more delicious too. That's the cocoa. Let's give it some accolades. Change your world by changing what's on your plate.
Sona Maltings Limited presents glucose syrup. Glucose syrup extracted from locally sourced sorghum and corn into a liquefied sugar of natural origin. Sona Maltings glucose syrup is gluten-free and tastes yummy. That's why it is the most sought-after glucose syrup by commercial food production companies as a sweetener, thickener, and moisture-retaining agent. As it doesn't crystallize, it is used in production of candy, beer, fondant, and certain canned food, and pre-made baked goods like biscuit and cookies. Sona Maltings glucose syrup is made by Sona Maltings Limited. Sona Maltings glucose syrup, king in liquefied sugar.